Hello everybody, hope you're all well wherever in the world today. It's Nadia Pajami here, multi-award winning trauma-focused hypnotherapist, mind coach, psychic medium, intuitive development teacher and mentor, certified grief educator by David Kessler, Reiki master and End of Life Doula. Hope you're all well, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world today. In today's video, I want to talk about the End of Life Doulas. What do we do? What is our role? How we can make a difference in people's lives and how we can help. First of all, have you ever heard about an End of Life Doula? We're also called Tana Doula, Death Doula, or Midwives of the Soul. So in this society, in our society, I use maybe a strong word, we have a kind of a death phobia. Anything regarding death and the dying seems to be really, I would say, hidden under the carpet, and pushed under the carpet. We don't seem to be very equipped to talk about death and the dying. So in this area, there is a role that is overlooked, and this is the role of End of Life Doula. It is quite a new, I wouldn't say a new concept, not at all, but quite new in the society, It's been a couple of years since, we've been hearing about End of Life Doulas. So just picture an End of Life Doula as a compassionate guide supporting people and their families during the profound journey towards life's end, towards transitioning and dying. Now, it's a very unique role, and it extends beyond the medical realm. We're not medical people. We focus on emotional, psychological, and spiritual aspects, while also addressing practical matters of the person who is dying. An end-of-life doula is focused on helping people who are in the dying or end-of-life stage, as well as their families, So we do offer holistic support for life's final chapter. I think this is a nice way of putting it. Holistic support for life's final chapter. And we do our best to bring solace and understanding to a time that can be quite difficult and uncertain. And as an end-of-life doula, our mission is to foster an environment of comfort, compassion, and empowerment. So while medical professionals, people in healthcare medical area, address the physical aspects, the end-of-life doulas are professionals who attend to the really, the emotions of the person, dying and the loved ones, ensuring a holistic and dignified transition. Now, again, I use the word compassion a lot because this is at the core of what an end-of-life doula offers. And often this discussion, as I said before, discussion about death and dying are, kind of shrouded in silence, really. And end-of-life doulas eliminate this challenging path with compassion and understanding and empowerment. We create safe spaces for conversations, allowing people and their families to openly discuss fears, hopes, dreams, and practical matters as well. And to be honest, this powerful, compassionate dialogue and safe space that we create as end-of-life doula becomes a powerful source of comfort and healing for people who are dying as well as their loved one. And something else I would like to say is we as end-of-life doulas or Tana doulas or midwives of the souls, we are the missing link and I would say in the intricate web of patient care, connecting patients, their families and the medical staff in a seamless dance of understanding. And in a world where medical procedures can sometimes eclipse the human touch because, the medical people are doing an amazing job, but they're also under pressure, they're busy. So in that area, we can sometimes really, we actually provide that bridge, fostering communication and ensuring that every aspect of a person's well-being is acknowledged. Because remember, something I keep saying to everybody, when people are in the dying process, in the final, moments, they're still people, they're still alive, they have needs, they want to be acknowledged, they want to be talked to, they want their needs met. And I think we tend to forget that in that society where, again, we're not equipped to talk about death and the dying. And end-of-life doula also helps beyond the emotional and spiritual support. We also extend our assistance to practical matters, from creating legacy projects to helping families, with wills, etc., inheritance, and helping families navigate complex healthcare decisions as well. we ensure that the journey is not only emotionally enriching, but also logistically manageable. And we, as End of Life Doulas, we can help people in a hospice, in a nursing home, in an organization, but we can also help people in their home. When people die in their home, when they decide, when their wish is to die in their own home, we can also help. We can help daily, we can help at nights as well, to be present. Also, we live in a world where families are far away most of the time. You might have no children, or people might have children who live very far away, and having us as this gap, bridging the gap here, as I said, between the healthcare and the medical staff and the families, is really valuable. Now, the final act of life in our hands as End of Life Doula becomes to me a very, very emotional celebration, because we address the multifaceted needs of people and the families, and I would say we bring this understanding, love and acceptance. We can also help people, rekindle with the loved one that they haven't spoken to in ages. It's really about empowering people in the final stages to also express their wishes, fostering connections and leaving behind a legacy of compassion, really. And again, as I said, in a world that shies away from discussions about death and the dying, we as End of Life Doulas emerge as a beacon of light, to be perfectly honest, and I don't have any problem in saying it. We inspire people, we inspire them to live their life until the end as well. As I said, there's still people living, they have needs to be met. And I feel really privileged to be able to help people, again to assist, to be one of the links that help them on that final journey. And End of Life Doula, as I said, can help people in the transitioning process, in their home, in an organization, and also obviously help people. As a grief educator, I also help people with the grief process, the grief and support and education process. And I always felt, as a trauma-focused therapist and a certified grief educator, I always felt that we were missing something around the end of life. As I said, we have doctors, we have the medical staff, healthcare people, we have the families, but what is in between? To me, the most important thing is to be able to provide this solace, this comfort, this empowerment to people who are in their final stages of life, as well as supporting the loved ones for whom this period can be very difficult. Hopefully this gives you an insight and a better understanding about us as End of Life Doulas. I will also create a new videos in French, because as I explained, or maybe mentioned at the beginning, I can't remember now, I do work in France, Ireland and Switzerland, and I work more and more now in Ireland, in France and Switzerland as well. Hence also me working mainly online in my other modalities, because I will be traveling more in between those three countries with this End of Life and grief work. Hope this video was useful, so please do feel free to subscribe to all my social media, my YouTube channel, and leave me any comments if you wish to discuss anything. Do get in touch. I would love to hear the thoughts and have a chat with you. As always, you take care, you stay safe, and we talk soon. Bye bye, and loads of love to everybody. Bye.